Good Wednesday evening, everybody. Peak of the week. We're looking at some fairly quiet conditions, if not a few thunderstorms out there. The tropics are active once again in the Atlantic. We'll talk more about what's going on into the weekend, which may include some light areas of sunshine, possibly. What a concept. And then also, we're seeing the potential of what could become a major storm shaping up for next week, about a 7-day out from here. We'll talk more about that coming up here in just a little bit. Plus, if you'd like to know more about how you can help out with severe weather by becoming a severe weather volunteer spotter for the National Weather Service, the meteorologists from Morristown, Tennessee are going to be holding live in-person meetings again, and the meeting for Chattanooga and Hamilton County has been announced. We'll be talking about that. That'll be coming up in February of 2023, so your opportunity to attend these meetings once again, assuming COVID does not rear its ugly head and cause more shutdowns out there. So good news again on that, returning to semi-normalcy. And again, don't want to cause any problems, but want to make certain that we're covering up as per necessary and social distancing, as COVID appears to be a bit more of a problem these days. For the next few days, fog could be a very big problem for commuters tomorrow morning. Very much on the mild side, but we may be seeing the potential of some slightly cooler weather coming up on Saturday, as well as a bit of a gap, maybe some sunshine out there by Saturday, but this could again be a very soggy forecast over the next few days. So if you're trying to head out and avoid the gophers, definitely want to see about maybe staying indoors, because gophers will not be the only problem on the course. More rainfall out there, so grab a good book on golf, play a golf video game, stay indoors. With those chances of thunderstorms out there, it's not going to be helping your golf game any. And again, with lightning on the course, that's not the place you want to be when lightning is going to be around. Temperatures well above normal for today, as opposed to very close to normal over the last couple of days. 1/4 inch of rainfall for today. We are doing very well for the entire month. 2 inches over now for December, where we were in a big deficit not too long ago, and almost 4.5 inches over for the year. So definitely good to be finishing up with a surplus, as we should be about 51 inches for this time of the year. So less dry than what it was. So very good news on that. Double rainbow, thanks to Scott Proctor from Ringgold, Georgia, this last Saturday. You can see what's called the primary rainbow here, and just around the area here, right between the lines, you can see a secondary rainbow called the supernumerary rainbow. So nice to be able to see that. Thank you, Mr. Ringgold, for a nice, colorful view from Ringgold, Georgia. Scattered showers and more of them crossing on through the area as we record this on early Wednesday evening. No severe weather and not even anything in the way of thunderstorms, but we may see that potential of more showers taking place over the next several days. But in this case, from here on out, it's going to be more off and on more than anything else. One flood warning remains in effect for Lookout Creek. That's around the New England area. So definitely some good news on that for right now. These fronts are going to be passing through, sort of. If you've ever been out to have some fun in the summertime heat with a hose and around the garden area, and you snap that hose and the hose kind of waves back and forth, that's the way these storm systems are going to be passing on through. They're not going to be moving so much as just having these waves of energy pass on through them. And as long as we are on the southern side of those fronts, we're going to be seeing some very warm air. The very cold air is bottled up well back to our north, so we're not seeing anything in the way of typical wintertime chill that we would usually get at this time of the year. And looking way back over to the west, we've got high pressure. That'll be our gap in between the next several days. And farther beyond that, our next storm system is on approach. That's into next week. We'll talk about that coming up in just a bit. Running the numbers overnight for tomorrow morning, some spotty drizzle, fog, and clouds will be a problem for the kids at the school bus. You'll need more rain protection on the way home for the commute in the afternoon and evening. Then on Friday morning, looks to be a pretty big burst of showers and possibly thunderstorms heading our direction, and those will last through the afternoon, so the kids heading home from school on Friday will once again need some decent rain protection there. For about the last 24 hours, the heaviest rainfall has been back to the northwest of the area, back into southern middle Tennessee, looking at about maybe 1 to 3 even higher inches of rainfall there. And that has affected some areas back into the northwestern parts of the News 12 viewing area, and expecting more rainfall. That was how much rainfall we've gotten This is how much rainfall we're expecting as we go into Saturday evening. And again, the heaviest amount of rainfall will be on the northeastern side of the News 12 viewing area. And this is just one model's opinion, but all that rainfall has got to go someplace. Remember that at this time, the ground is saturated, so rain's going to run off very quickly. And with all that autumn debris out there, leaves and twigs from the trees and stuff like that, that could back up some drains. More chances of rainfall through the day tomorrow, off and on, and very much on the mild side. Temperatures back in the mid to upper 60s. That trend of heavier rainfall will continue according to the Climate Prediction Center the next 6 to 10 days, showing the potential of more rainfall out there, and also seeing some very mild conditions, the colder air bottled up back to our northwest, and that's not going to be giving us any cool conditions anytime soon. Now into around the area of not this week, but finishing up as we go through this weekend, we'll see the potential of some more rain showers very much early on Sunday. Then we focus ahead to the middle to end of next week. About the middle part of December, we're starting to see signs in the computer models of a decent size and energetic storm system rolling in from off the Rockies. Now, over the tops of the Rockies, those storm systems are kind of confined, pushed upwards into the atmosphere where they don't really have a lot of room to maneuver. Once they get out into the plain states, they deepen, they can get strength because they can spread out, and that really helps them to be able to kind of spin their gears a little bit, and that's where we start to see the potential of maybe some stronger weather heading our way by the time we hit about next Wednesday. There is also the potential, but this is again way in the future, that we may see some winter weather and colder air heading our way by the time we go into the third weekend of the month of December. Now again, this is still way far out, just signs looking way far ahead like this. A lot can change between here and there, so it's possible, yes, but right now there's no guarantee that's the way it's going to work out. For the next few days, looking at chances of rain showers diminishing as we get into the weekend. So Saturday night laid through about Monday, we'll see less chances of the way of rainfall, some drier and cooler conditions heading our way as well. But we're not done with the rainfall, because more chances of rain will be coming up by next week. And also seeing, again, somewhere way out to the west of us, just beyond this forecast, that's where that next storm system begins to set on through. We do have one storm system in the Atlantic, about a 50-50 shot of it developing into something. But once again, as this system is going to be heading up into the northern Atlantic, the temperatures of the waters will be much cooler, and these systems need very warm water to keep going. So that colder water is going to sap its strength. Colder air from Siberia plunging down over parts of the Korean Peninsula. So we've got temperatures, weather where the troops are, numbers back in the lower 20s in parts of the South Korean DMZ area, and numbers in the 20s and 30s with mainly clear skies very early Thursday morning, and also affecting the islands of Japan. Much colder around Hokkaido, back to the north, upper 20s around Sapporo, lower 40s throughout the rest of the area, but just a few clouds out there, but not doing too bad. The National Weather Service in Morristown is starting up Storm Spotter in-person training once again, and the date for Hamilton County, including Chattanooga, will be coming up Friday, February 10th, 2023, and that'll be at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that'll be held at the Memorial Hospital in the community rooms on DeSales Avenue, 37404. You do have to register to attend. It's free, but register at weather.gov/MRX. That's the 3-digit code for the National Weather Service in Morristown there. Easy to do, and if you want to find out more, check out my social media pages. We'll be pushing that out there, as well as other counties coming up. We just wanted to let you know about the one for the Hamilton County area first, and we'll be doing the other ones around the area as well. More from the National Weather Service. You can always get training online. If you don't want to risk going out in public, if you have compromised immune system, anything like that, good opportunity to do so out and about. If you don't want to go out and about, but if you do, the meetings are coming back, so we'll keep you updated on those as we go throughout the next few weeks. Questions, concerns, ideas for new segments, whatever you want to see on here, let me know. Onek at WDEF.com and more at WDEF.com/weather. Chip Chapman has his forecast bright and early on Thursday morning, starting at 5 a.m. Eastern Time. Stay tuned for more. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austen Onek from downtown Chattanooga with the latest edition of News 12 Weather Overtime. Thanks for joining me.